Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has finally arrived. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is here. Can you feel it? It is indeed exciting. Welcome to my video. I am Infinity43, and I made a promise to myself months ago when I pre-ordered this game. I said I'm going to take a match from the first day that I play multiplayer and I'm going to upload it. And here it is. This was my best match for the day. I had originally had the idea of recording my very first game that I played, do live commentary and put up the very first match that I played. And that would have been a pretty cool idea, you know, completely fresh, first time ever. If I do well, it makes me look really good, you know, that whole thing. And it could have worked really well, except that match was a big steaming pile of crap. It was not good at all. Trying to get used to the new maps and the new layout, the characters, it's something that I struggle with. I noticed when I played Revelations for the first time, Assassin's Creed 3 for the first time, and then also this one. It takes me a while to adjust to the new characters and the maps, and because of the style that I use when I play this game, which is quite slow and methodical, I like to try and find a sort of good vantage point. So you can see I've spent most of the first part of this game pretty much standing still, and now I go and play like a derp. That was really weak, making myself so obvious. So yes, still sort of trying to get a feel for the game at this point. Not completely comfortable with it yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm not going to fall for that decoy. But I think you're going to get the kill anyway, aren't you? So, my impressions of the game so far, for those of you who are interested, I really like it so far. It's very good. It looks fantastic. The graphics are definitely improvement over the previous titles, and it works very smooth. The game doesn't feel, or the multiplayer anyway, doesn't feel quite as sort of fluid or as sort of fast as AC3 did. It just feels like the characters move slower. But that's not really a complaint, that's just an observation. When you start the multiplayer off, you pretty much have like Jack. You've got nothing to protect yourself. You have Money Bomb and Disguise. You don't even have a ranged weapon. You gotta get to level 2 or 3 or something before you get Disruption, or even level 5, I can't remember exactly. And only later on do you really get the abilities that are, in my opinion, worth having. It took me quite a few matches before I got the ones I have here, which is Decoy and Morph. Those are and Knives. Those are the ones that I really like using, and it took a while. And so for those first few matches, it's difficult to sort of have successful games because you know, you've got nothing to defend yourself with. And what was odd to me, I mean, I got on the game as early as I could. I picked it up this morning and I was on immediately, but there were already players on like level 45, level 50, and I don't know if maybe they're Ubisoft's employees, or maybe they were beta testers of the game or something. I just find it odd. I don't know how they... that was stupid. I'm gonna get killed. Yeah, I deserved that death. That was bad. Another thing I have also noticed is they've definitely become, there we go, finally got that out. They've definitely become a lot more strict with the points that they dish out. You've got to work a lot harder to get variety points. You can't get these massive things like extreme variety and that sort of thing. So points are harder to come by. And if you get contested, if you have a contested kill, you get your points halved and that sort of thing. So they're trying really hard to make it, I don't want to say more difficult, perhaps more competitive, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We'll see how it plays out. I think it will take away some of these enormous scores that you often saw, especially in AC3, where you had guys getting 15 to 20,000 points in a session. I don't know how often you're going to see that in the new game. I think it's quite difficult to get there. Even something like the Animus hack, you know, where you needed 8 kills and you could kill buffer 8 kills or stuns, and you could use kill buffer to sort of prevent losing all of those. Now you need like 12 to get an Animus hack, so they're definitely trying to make it a bit more difficult. And like I say, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We'll see how it plays out. Oh, damn, that sucked. Shot in the face. With the maps that are in the game, I have to say it's a bit too early to really pass any judgment yet. One day isn't really enough for me to give any sort of accurate opinion on the games, on the maps. This map, and I have no idea what it's called, but this map proved to be quite popular. Every time it came up in the voting section, it won the vote, so it seems to be a sort of initial favorite. There's another map which is saying about a prison, which was quite nice. It's an interesting layout, and the other ones, I think they'll grow on me. Like I say, I can't really pass an opinion just yet. I remember when I started playing AC3, I thought the Animus core map was complete tripe. I hated it. I couldn't do well on it. I didn't like the layout. Everything about it annoyed me. But given a little bit of time, it was sort of tied for my favorite map in the game once I learned how to play the map properly. So I won't pass too much judgment yet. I think I'll do that later on once I'm more comfortable with the game, and then I can see which maps work really well and which ones don't work so well. This map is quite nice. It's quite open. You can see quite a lot of what's going on. The blend groups are well sort of situated, so you can sort of remain out of the way, and if you keep your eyes open, you can see pursuers coming for you, even if they aren't acting as obvious as this guy is. They generally walk straight at you, and there's not much they can do to hide themselves away. So a pretty good map, whatever it's called. There's obviously a lot of other new stuff in the game. Most of the character models are new. There's a couple that they've brought back from AC3, but most of them are new. There are new abilities, new perks and things like that. They'll come up, I'm sure, as I do more videos. My intention with AC4 is to do the same thing I did with AC3, and that's to have videos on specific topics. So if I want to talk about maybe defense or something, whatever it may be, I'll upload a video that deals with a specific topic, and we'll discuss those things as they come up. But there's definitely a lot of new content, and I've seen some people comment online about the multiplayer being the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing. The core, as I said earlier, the core game is the same, but they've definitely added some new and different things to change the feel a bit, and it's not the same game anymore. Now, stepping away from multiplayer just for a little bit, I want to touch on the single player. I've only played maybe a couple of hours of it so far. I'm not very far at all, so again, it's too early to give any proper sort of opinion on the game. But there are two things that I can definitely tell you so far. Firstly, it looks amazing. Even on the 360, the game looks spectacular. I would definitely say the best looking game so far of the Assassin's Creed titles. I can only imagine what it's going to look like on the next gen consoles. I reckon it's going to be unbelievable, because it really looks good even on the older consoles. And the other thing, oh man, that's bad luck. Get one, son. Oh, I'm gonna die. This guy's gonna kill me. Get up, get up! That sucks. This guy looks like a ninja. The other thing is, from the get-go, there seems to me to be a definite intention to bring a lot of stealth back into the game. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything more than that, but there is definitely an intention to put more stealth in the game, and I like that. It felt to me like I was playing a newer, updated version of the first Assassin's Creed game, and I think that that's probably the best thing that you could say about the Assassin's Creed franchise. It feels like the original, with some extra features added. So I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be awesome. But again, once I've had a chance to really get deep into it, then I'll share some more thoughts and let you know what I think. So back to this match, it's almost up. As you have seen, it's not exactly the prettiest match ever. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to get used to the character skins and picking out specific characters from blend groups and things like that. it took me a while with AC3. It will probably take me a while in this game, but once I got it, I think I'll be able to play. I'll definitely be able to play better, and hopefully I can upload some more entertaining and better quality matches in the future. I'm pretty sure I can. But it was a fun day. I played enough Assassin's Creed to give myself a headache. I think staring at the TV for so long actually made my head hurt. So it was a fun day of Assassin's Creed. Man, I played so much. It was awesome. Oh, the other thing, of course, is Game Lab. I haven't touched Game Lab at all. I just went straight to Deathmatch because that's where I'm most comfortable. Spend most of my time there. Oh, what a way for the match to end! Knife to the neck. So I'll get into the Game Lab stuff later on. I haven't quite got there yet, but that's going to be an interesting thing all on its own. Nice to see the Huntsman rocking a goatee there. Sort of a goatee. 8 kills, 10 deaths, and just enough points to give me first place in the game. And this character behind me here with the funny eye patch is a real doofus looking character. I don't really have too much opinion on how these characters look. I don't really mind, you know. But that one just looks odd. It's my opinion. Deal with it. Hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. And definitely check out the channel. I will be adding more as we go along, and the rest of them will definitely be more focused. So if you want to learn something about the game, or maybe learn about something specific about how to use it, or anything along those lines, check out the channel. Leave some comments if there's something you want to learn. I will be very happy to try and make something to help you. I am Infinity43. You have a good day.